The end of the end. Anthea finished putting Mother's breakfast on a tray. Egg, toast, tea, milk, teacup and saucer, egg spoon, knife, butter. That's all, she said. She walked up the stairs very carefully, feeling each step with her toes. She held the tray with all her fingers. She went quietly into Mother's room and put the tray on a chair. Then she softly opened one blind. "Is your head better, Mammy dear?" she asked, in a soft voice she saved for Mother's headaches. "I brought your breakfast and the little cloth with clover leaves, the one I made for you." "That's very nice," said Mother sleepily. Anthea knew what to do for Mother's headaches when she ate in bed. She brought warm water and put a little eau de cologne in it. She washed Mother's face and hands with the sweet-smelling water. Then Mother could think about breakfast. "But what is wrong with my girl?" Mother asked when her eyes got used to the light. "Oh, I'm sorry you are ill," said Anthea. "It was the awful fire and your fear. Father said so. We all feel it was our fault." "I can't explain, but it was not your fault at all, you darling," said Mother. "I don't have a clever brain like you and Father to explain everything." Mother laughed. "My clever brain, or did you mean fertile? Anyway, it feels stiff and sore today, but I will be fine soon." "Don't be silly, little pet. The fire was not your fault." "No, I don't want the egg, dear. I will go to sleep again. Don't worry. Tell cook not to bother me about meals. You can order what you want for lunch." Anthea closed the door quietly and went downstairs. She ordered what she wanted for lunch. She asked for 2 turkeys, a large plum pudding, cheesecakes, almonds, and raisins. Cook told her to go away and said it was no use ordering. When lunch came, it was only hashed mutton and semolina pudding. Cook forgot the sippets for the mutton, and the pudding was burnt. When Anthea joined the others, she found them very sad, just like her. Everyone knew the carpet's days were almost finished. It was so worn you could almost count its threads. After nearly a month of magic, it was time to live a dull, normal life. Jane, Robert, Anthea, and Cyril would be like other children in Camden Town. They had often felt sorry for those children and maybe looked down on them a little. "We will be just like them," said Cyril. "We will have more things to remember and feel sorry we don't have. Mother will send away the carpet as soon as she is well enough to choose new coconut matting. Can you believe it?" "Coconut matting for us," said the lamb. Said the lamb! Paintbox, sands, and shiny sea. His brothers and sisters often wondered if he remembered the island. Now they knew he did. "Yes," said Cyril, "no more magic carpet trips for us." "That's sure." They all talked about the carpet, but really they thought about the phoenix. The golden bird was so kind, friendly, polite, and taught them many things. No one blamed the bird. It was only natural. But everyone saw it was time for the phoenix to go. The 4 children felt like bad friends and spies. Each thought someone should tell the phoenix it could no longer stay in their happy home in Camden Town. But no one wanted to say it. They could not talk properly because the phoenix was in the cupboard with black beetles, old shoes, and broken chess pieces. But Anthea tried. "It is very hard. I hate thinking bad things about people and not being able to say them because of how they might feel. They might wonder why you think such things and what they did wrong." Anthea was so careful not to let the phoenix understand that she spoke in a confusing way. No one understood her except when she pointed to the cupboard where they believed the phoenix was. "Yes," said Cyril, while Jane and Robert tried to say how little they understood Anthea. "But after what happened, we must start fresh. And Mother is more important than the feelings of any creature, even if it is unnatural." "How nicely you say it," said Anthea, starting to build a card house for the lamb. "You mix your words. We should practice this for hard times." We talk about that, she said to Jane and Robert, frowning and nodding to the cupboard. Then Robert and Jane understood and were ready to speak. Wait, said Anthea quickly. The trick is to twist what you say so no one understands except the people you want to. Sometimes not even them. The old wise men, said a golden voice, knew well the art you speak of. It was the phoenix who had not been in the cupboard at all, but had been watching from the top of the wall all the time. Pretty little thing, said the lamb. Canary little thing, poor confused baby, said the phoenix. There was a quiet pause. The children thought the phoenix had understood their secret talk and the signs to the cupboard. The phoenix was smart. We were just saying, began Cyril, hoping to tell the truth. But the phoenix stopped him, and everyone felt better as it spoke. I understand, it said. It said that you have some bad news for our black brothers who live forever in the cupboard. Canary talk, said the lamb happily. Go show Mammy. He jumped off Anthea's lap. Mammy is asleep, said Jane quickly. Come be wild beasts in the cage under the table. But the lamb kept pushing his feet, hands, and head into the holes in the carpet so much that the cage under the table had to be moved to the bare floor. The carpet lay open with all its bad holes. Ah, said the bird, it will not live long. No, said Robert, everything ends. It is sad. Sometimes the end means peace, said the phoenix, kicking the carpet carefully. The bright colors caught the lamb's eyes, and he quickly crawled to pull the red and blue threads. Aggedy, daggedy, gaggedy, said the lamb. Daggedy, ag, ag, ag. Before anyone could blink, the middle of the floor was bare boards, an island surrounded by linoleum. The magic carpet was gone, and so was the lamb. There was a terrible silence. The lamb, the baby, alone, had gone on that old holy magic carpet. No one knew where. No one could follow because there was no carpet. Jane cried, but Anthea, pale and scared, did not cry. It must be a dream, she said. That's what the clergyman said, said Robert sadly. But it was not, and it is not. But the lamb never wished, said Cyril. Even nonsense. Very scared that when he said agglety dag or whatever it was, I think you're wrong. Even English speakers say things that don't mean much sometimes. Anthea moaned. Do you think agglety dag meant something to the lamb and the carpet? The phoenix said calmly. Oh, what? Asked Anthea. But the others were calm in their despair. The lamb, their dear baby brother, was gone. He had never been out of sight of those who loved him. Now he was alone in the big world, with only a carpet full of holes for company. The children finally understood how huge the world is. The lamb could be anywhere. Cyril said sadly, There's no use looking for him. Do you want him to come back? Of course we do, everyone cried. Isn't he more trouble than he's worth? The bird asked doubtfully. No, no, I'll go and see what I can do. Cyril opened the window, and the phoenix flew out. Oh, if only Mother keeps sleeping. What if she wakes and wants the lamb? What if the servants come? Stop crying, Jane. It won't help. I'm not crying, well, not until you said so. I wouldn't anyway if there was anything we could do. Cyril and Robert were boys. Boys don't cry, but this was a terrible situation. They made faces to seem brave. At that moment, Mother's bell rang. The children were very still. Anthea wiped her eyes, grabbed the poker from the fireplace, and held it out to Cyril. Hit my hand hard, she said. I must show Mother why my eyes look like this. Anthea screamed. Oh, Panther, I didn't mean to hurt you, cried Cyril, putting the poker back. It's all right, said Anthea, holding her hurt hand with the other one. It's getting red. Now, Robert, she said, go outside. Oh, lying is wrong, but she felt it was her duty to stop Mother from worrying about the lamb. The phoenix might help. It always helps, said Robert. It got us out of the tower, and even when it started the fire, it helped us escape. I'm sure it will manage again. Mother's bell rang again. Oh, Eliza hasn't answered it. She never does. I must go. Anthea hurried upstairs. Her heart beat fast as she climbed. Mother would notice her eyes, but the hurt hand would explain that. But the lamb. No, I must not think of the lamb, she told herself. She bit her tongue until her eyes watered to keep her mind busy. Her arms, legs, back, and even her tear-stained face felt stiff with her determination not to worry Mother. She opened the door softly. Yes, Mother, she said. Dearest, said Mother, the lamb. Anthea tried to be brave and say the lamb and Robert were out, but no words came. She just stood there with her mouth open. It was easier than crying with her mouth like that. The lamb, Mother went on, was very good at first, but he pulled the toilet cover off the dressing table with all the brushes and pots, and now he's so quiet I'm sure he's in some trouble. I can't see him from here, and if I got out of bed, I'd probably faint. Do you mean he's here? Asked Anthea. Of course he's here, said Mother, a bit impatient. Where else would he be? Anthea looked around the foot of the big mahogany bed. There was a pause. He's not here now, she said. It was clear he had been there because the toilet cover was on the floor. Pots and bottles scattered, brushes and combs tangled with ribbons and lace from an open drawer, all messed by the baby's curious fingers. He must have snuck out then, said Mother. Keep him with you, dear. Then ran downstairs to the nursery, crying, He must have wished to be with Mother. He's been there all the time. Agate dag. The strange words stayed frozen on her lips like something out of a book. On the floor was the carpet. On the carpet, with Jane and his brothers, sat the lamb. He had put Vaseline and violet powder on his face and clothes, but they could still see it was him. You are right, said the phoenix. Agate dag means, I want to be where my mother is, in Bosch. How did he come back? Oh, said the phoenix. I flew to the Samid and wished for your baby brother to come back. You darling. Be quiet, Jane. I don't mind the powder on me. Cyril, you and Robert roll up the carpet and put it in the beetle cupboard. If the lamb says Agate dag again, said Cyril as they rolled the carpet. 2 days later, Mother was well enough to go out. The days were full of embarrassment for the children and sleep for the phoenix. Now the matting was down. The phoenix woke and flew down onto it. It is not like the carpet, it said. It is hard and hurts my golden feet. We have to get used to it, said Cyril. This matting replaces the wishing carpet, said the phoenix. Yes, said Robert. If you mean it's instead of the carpet. What about the magic web? Asked the phoenix. Tomorrow the rag and bottle man will come, said Anthea quietly. Hear me, children, it said. Don't cry. What must happen, must happen. I will not remember you as ungrateful. All meetings end in partings. I must leave you now. I tried to prepare you. We didn't have to worry about how to tell it, whispered Cyril. Don't sigh so, said the bird. I am tired. I want to rest after all that has happened. I ask one last favor. Anything, said Robert. Give me what is left of the carpet for the rag and bottle man. Will Mother mind? I have dared for your sake, said the bird. Spread the carpet and leave me alone. First, light a big fire. Then prepare sweet-smelling woods and spices for my last ceremony. The children spread the carpet. Even though they wanted this, they felt sad. They put coal on the fire and left the room, closing the door on the phoenix. One of us must keep watch, said Robert excitedly. The others can buy the best woods and spices. Don't be cheap. I want the best send-off, Cyril said. I will keep watch. It is raining and my boots are wet. You can check if my other boots are good now. The others went out to buy the things. Robert is right, said Anthea. Let's buy a whole packet of lead pencils first. They cost less if you buy a packet. They always wanted to buy pencils, but never did. Now, the Phoenix's farewell made them brave. The shopkeeper said the pencils were real cedar wood. Anthea hoped that was true. They cost 1 shilling and 4 pence. They also bought a small sandalwood box with ivory inlay for 7 pence and 3 farthings. Because, said Anthea, sandalwood smells sweet, and when burned it smells even sweeter. Ivory doesn't smell, said Robert, but maybe burning it smells bad. Peppercorns, ginger, cinnamon, allspice, and caraway seeds. Some spices smelled nice, others very strong. At the chemist's they bought camphor, lavender oil, just like the one the Phoenix hatched from. The Phoenix walked happily around the egg. I laid it, it said. It's the finest egg I have ever laid. Everyone agreed it was beautiful. They took out the things they bought and put them on the table. The Phoenix was very moved. Never have I had such a fine funeral pyre, it said, wiping a golden tear. Write a note. Go and tell the Samide to fulfill the Phoenix's last wish and return quickly. Robert wrote politely, Please ask the Samide to kindly fulfill the Phoenix's last wish and come back soon. They pinned the note to the carpet, which vanished and returned quickly. Then they wrote another note telling the carpet to take the egg somewhere where it wouldn't hatch. For 2,000 years, the Phoenix let go of its beloved egg and watched it with love until the carpet rolled itself around. The egg and both disappeared forever from the nursery in Camden Town. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, everyone said sadly. Be brave, said the Phoenix. Do you think I don't suffer being parted from my precious egg? Now come and build my fire. Oh, cried Robert, breaking down in tears. I can't bear to see you go. The Phoenix sat on his shoulder and softly rubbed its beak against his. Goodbye, Robert of my heart. I have loved you well. The fire glowed red. One by one they put spices and sweet woods on the fire. Some smelled nice, but some, like the caraway seeds and the scented sachet, smelled worse than anyone expected. Farewell, 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 said the Phoenix, its voice far away. Goodbye, said everyone, and now they all cried. The bright bird flew 7 times around the room. Then it settled in the middle of the fire. The sweet-smelling gums, spices, and woods burned around it. But the Phoenix's golden feathers did not burn. It grew very hot inside then, in front of the children's eyes. It fell down into a pile of white ashes. The flames from the burning pencils and sandalwood box joined above it. The next day, Mother asked, What did you do with the carpet? We gave it to someone who really wanted it. Their name began with P, said Jane. The others quickly told her to be quiet. Well, it wasn't worth much, said Mother, laughing. The person who started with P said we wouldn't lose by it, Jane added, before she could be stopped. I'm sure, said Mother, still laughing. That night, a big box came for the children. It had all their names on it. Eliza, the servant, never remembered the name of the carrier. It was not Carter Patterson or the parcels delivery. They opened the box with a hammer and poker. The nails came out with a squeak. The boards made noise as they took them off. Inside was soft paper with beautiful Chinese patterns, blue, green, red, and violet. Under the paper were many lovely things. There were toys, games, books, chocolate, candied cherries, paint boxes, cameras, and many presents they always wanted. There were also presents for Father, Mother, and the lamb. They never had money to buy these before. At the bottom of the box was a tiny golden feather. Only Robert saw it. He picked it up and hid it in his jacket. That night, the feather was gone. It was the last thing he saw of the phoenix. On the beautiful fur cloak Mother had always wanted was a paper. It said, "In return for the carpet, with gratitude." Father and Mother talked about it. They decided the person with the carpet, whose name began with P, must be a rich man who liked to pretend to be a rag and bone man. But the children knew better. They knew the Samite had made the phoenix's last wish come true, and that the beautiful box full of treasures was really the very end of the phoenix and the carpet.